Hello, and thank you for joining me for Lunchtime Look. My name is Sharon Rogers, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. Yes, my Stamp Buddy Crash is in the house, and today we have a quick project. It is a card and envelope all in one. Let's get started. We're going to begin with a piece of 6x12 Designer Series paper. I've chosen one with a pretty light side and not a distracting pattern, so that when I write on the front or when I address the envelope, which this is what this is, it will show up. The other side is dark. If I had chosen this one for the outside, I'd simply want to use an address label and write on that instead. I'm going to bring this in, and we're going to score it at 4. Remember, it's a Designer Series paper, so you don't want to score too harshly. And then I'm scoring it at 8 1/4. So these are 3 unequal sections now. And when I fold them, you'll see that you have about 1/4 inch here. And obviously you can adjust this. And then you'll have a 1/2 inch here. You can start with something smaller, and you could cut this side down a little bit more, but I'm creating a secret pocket here. So that's the size that I want. This flap you can keep as is, so that's just seal along here, and this is how you mail it. Or you can create a decorative shape on the front. Let me show you a quick and easy way to do this. We'll be doing this at my spring retreat on a different project that is just an envelope. And I would typically start on the back side of the flap. And I'm using something round. And I'm going to make sure that my sides here are about even. So there's my pencil mark. Now, if you cut on the inside of the pencil mark, you'll be able to just move on with your day after this. Ooh, I don't think I marked it very deeply. But if you cut on the inside, then you're effectively cutting off the pencil mark as you trim. But if you find that you've cut on the line, or maybe on the wrong side of the line, and you still have pencil mark showing, you can simply erase that when you're done. I don't think anybody's going to see it. It's on the inside. But now you have a decorative flap. Now that's not super obvious, that lip. So if I were to come in, bring in my crumb cake ink here and a sponge dauber and just sponge this along the edge, that's going to just accentuate that circular edge when it lays flat against the other side. And so now you can see it a little bit more distinctly. All right, I've gone ahead and pre-cut some pieces. So this inside layer here is 4 1/4 high and 6 inches. So I've cut a piece of crumb cake that is 5 3/4 by 4. And then a piece of basic white that is 5 1/2 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to stamp on this briefly. This Designer Series paper that I'm using is from the Lovely Blossoms Designer Series paper. And I'll bring in, even though this really doesn't coordinate with it at all, I'm going to bring in the Lovely Arrangements stamp set. And these leaves, I happened to be cleaning my desk last night. I'd like to go to my Stampin' Retreat with a clean desk so that when I return, it's lovely, but we'll see how that works out. But I have been cleaning, so it's not nearly as bad as it was. So I'm going to just stamp a leaf right here in Old Olive. And then when I was cleaning my desk, I found this little blossom. So I'm going to attach that there just so that the leaves are peeking out from behind. I don't want to attach with any dimensionals or anything because I need this to all lay pretty flat. I'm not sure if you can hear my dog with her squeaky toy off camera. She is going to town with it. All right. There we go. We'll adhere this to the crumb cake layer. Another thing you could do with that flap is you could add a piece of cardstock to reinforce that. But these two layers in here are reinforcing the main part of the card. So it's giving it a little bit more strength when it goes through the mail to hold up. Let's see. Dark cardstock, it's hard to align it a little bit. Let's see, that looks pretty good, I think. Yep. So then I would just write my message. This would be a great way to give an invitation, because invitations always look a little bit different, or nice ones do anyways. But to seal this, you can just seal it regularly, add a little glue, or you can make it a little bit easier for the recipient to open, because we all know how tacky this glue is, right? You can make it a little bit easier for them to open if you allow this to dry clearly first. Then it becomes repositionable. It will still hold shut, but it will be much easier to open. And so you can see that it's white right now. It will be set up to be repositionable glue when it dries clearly. And I'm going to time that. Notice I did it pretty thinly. There's a couple of heavy spots, but it's pretty thin. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, we are back, and it's going to be hard to see because I'm down a light, but you can't see the glue except for maybe some shine. It is now transparent. It was opaque before, so once you see the white of the glue disappear, it then is repositionable. So I can seal it, and it does hold it nicely, but you can also take it up. But I think it will stay stuck nicely through the mail, and you can just address it here. One thing you probably don't want to do is open and close it just to play with it to see how it handles, because every time you open and close it, it reduces the stickiness a little bit. So, as with any repositionable tape, it just can only be repositioned so many times. And so write on it, apply your glue, let the glue dry up so it becomes repositionable, and then send it off into the mail. I'm so glad you were able to let me enter your midday on a Thursday and get you started thinking about maybe your weekend projects. For those of you joining me at my spring retreat, can't wait to see you tomorrow night and or Saturday, depending on when you're arriving, and we're going to have lots of fun. Now, for those of you who are not at the retreat, tomorrow night's Friday Night Live will be a Friday Night Not So Live edition. I have recorded something, and I'll be sharing that with you at 7:30. So pop right back here on my YouTube channel to view it. Have an amazing weekend and make it a crafty one, everyone.